How's it going, folks? Rob here. Welcome back to the channel. Change of scenery today. We're going back 20 plus years. We're Gran Turismo 4. In my opinion, the greatest Gran Turismo game ever made. Number 7 looks fantastic. It's awesome in VR and steering wheel, but this is the best one. And then also, in my opinion, back on the PS2, probably the best console ever released as well. The games we had back then, God, I'd love to go back to that time again. So I'm playing this on the PC. This is the Spec II modded version. Comes with a few extra features. So I've had to go through and sadly turn down the menu music because there's a good chance it's copyrighted. But even hearing the old sound effects of the menus, just so many good memories. So let's get straight into it. One good thing I love about this, you can tell we're on PC because the mouse is in the way. Get off screen, go away. There we go. The fact that I'm playing Gran Turismo 4 on a PC with an Xbox controller shows you the times we live in. But yeah, this has a few features, like I said, a bunch of different events, some added stuff in here and there. But one of the things I really like is I hate the license test, so you can actually go through and pass them all without actually doing them, which is quite nice. I did B class and A class on myself, but the others, basically at the click of a button you pass it. So it is cheating, but you know what, I did it all years ago. I'm not doing it again. It's just too kind of time consuming and it's a pain in the butt. So it is so cool after all these years again to see this menu again, the interactive screen with all the countries and events. I miss gaming from the old days. The PS2 was just the pinnacle of gaming. Every game pretty much released was a banger. So we're going to do some racing today. So let's do some beginner races. We've got some cars from Australia as well. So I'm playing with the controller, so it's all still got to learn all the buttons. It's all a bit different. So we've got some Ford. This is, oh God, I remember that. That Glenn Seaton's old race car, wasn't it? Hell yeah. Oh, the old AUs. Dirty hell. That's going back a while. 2000. My God. I was a young man then. Not now. You're getting old. Got some Holdens. This would be an old HSV of sorts. But we got a VY. And there's a Monaro CV8. There we go. And an old SS. Pretty cool. I was playing, what was it? A Assetto Corsa, playing a bunch of mods. They got a ton of Australian cars in that game people have made up. They look pretty good, but the sound effects are pretty average and it kind of ruins it a little bit. So what Falcons have we got? We've got a GT, obviously. We've got a Typhoon as well, 6 and GT and another GT. Okay, got a couple in there. I can't remember what was in there. This is going back a long time. Was it 2004? Shit, I was 22. It's a couple of years ago. All right, so let's not get distracted. Let's go do some races. Oh, I hit the wrong button, you idiot. So there's some background music playing. That's stuff I've made myself. Sadly, I don't want to risk any copyright with all the different funky sound effects with the menus. So let's do some Sunday Cup racing. I think I'm in an RX-7. Oh, the Autumn Ring. This is the actual proper old school layouts too, because the Grand Valley Speedway in Gran Turismo 7, I really don't like what Polyphony did to that. It looks horrible. Keep it the way it was. Yeah, just all these old tracks. The career mode in this game back in the day was just so much better than what we'd had before. Just the absolute peak for Gran Turismo, in my opinion. I love number 7. They've recaptured a little bit, but I hate the grinding aspect of it still. Gran Turismo 5, when that came out on the PS3, was a mess at the start. There were so many bugs. That was pretty average, and I kind of stopped playing for a few years. Never really played number 6. I've played it on the PC since, but I started playing the series again towards the end of Gran Turismo Sport. But yeah, number 7's good. I really enjoy it. The racing's great on the wheel, but this freaking grinding just shits you. I don't want a Forza Horizon where all the money's thrown at you. but I don't want to be doing, you know, 30, 40 races to get one car. You know, it's, I guess some of us work. We have to go to work. We don't have time. So it'd be nice to have, if there was a feature. I know they've probably changed upgraded I'm pretty sure they upgraded some of the graphics as well for this mod. Hang on, I gotta remember which oh, there we go. It was wrong button. There we go. I did map the buttons, but it was the other day and I've forgotten already. This is old school racing where there's 6 cars on the track and they provide absolutely no competition. Now, my car is a bit modified, so I'll swap it out the next one. Oh, the old sound effects. This old track. This is the very first track I ever drove on Gran Turismo back in the day. Oh, so many good memories. It was like 1997. My friend had a PlayStation 1. He had Gran Turismo. I come around and played it, and it just blew my mind what games could do. Never look back. I know they've made some adjustments to it, but it still looks pretty good for after all these years. Sound effects, not so much, but Gran Turismo has never been known for its sound effects. What's the button to go in? Is there there's a sort of there's a bunch of pixels on the beam, but we have an interior mode, which I don't remember if we had that back in the day. It's just usually depending on the car, but typically I'd always drive that way or I'd drive pretty much just with no car at all like that. 2 laps. Very short races, I forgot that. Oh, this is so cool coming back and playing this again. Just one of the great racing games. My brain wake up. I mean, some of the details in the car haven't aged great. Thank God the music is off. But yeah, just like I said before, it's just one of the great games. And normally it takes a long time to get that much credit, but that is the joys of being able to skip all your licensing and get all the rewards for nothing. So we could just get straight in to do some racing. Obviously, it's not intense racing like we're used to with a lot of modern games. That part is really dated. I mean, even modern Gran Turismo, some of the racing, it's not typical racing, which I don't quite like. It's follow the leader. Yeah, I wish they'd modernized that aspect of it. But yeah, no, it's still good to come back to play this. Hopefully it doesn't crash. So far, I've had no real bugs or problems with this modded version of the game. Playing it on PC, sometimes when they do these sort of things, when they mod old games and adjust them, they can be quite buggy. Oh, I forgot to change the car. No, it's all right. We'll do one more race. We're going to win quite comfortably. This was pretty much my favorite track back in the day, and when I found out that was on Gran Turismo 7, playing it in the VR, I was, what the hell happened there? I was really, really excited, but then they completely changed the track. Now it's a coastal road by the ocean, and no, just keep it the way it was. Much better this way. One of the OG tracks, you don't disrespect it like that. The physics are so old-fashioned now. There's no weight at all the car. They slide around a lot. But this was it back in the day. This is the peak of racing, basically, for console. And there's some Formula 1 games as well back then, but this is pretty much what most people played. And we had a bloody great time doing it. It's going to take me a little while to adjust. I was playing Forza Horizon earlier. Completely different physics. So, like I said before, this slides around quite a lot. We're going to have to... One tire in the grass completely throws you out. That sounds nothing like a rotary engine. But there is a ton of cars in this game. There's a bunch of tracks. There's going to be a lot of tracks that I haven't driven on in absolute years. More than likely going to forget about. This car has been slightly built up a little bit. I found a place online where you can tune the car, basically get some settings, because I never tuned the cars back in the day because I had absolutely no idea how to do it. Steering is very responsive. You get no feedback from the car, no vibration, no sense of weight, which is the result where you're just kind of going too fast, but you can't feel you're going too fast through the corners because there's no feedback, so you're pretty much reacting instantly to what's going on. Gaming back then was a little bit harder and less forgiving. I used to race home from work and school to play Gran Turismo. All of them, loved them all. Gran Turismo 2 on the PS1. I don't want to know how many hours I put into that thing. That was my life for such a long time, being a car nerd. The fact that you can drive all these cars. This is pretty much before internet days as well. This is like our car. Well, I don't know when I say that. In case they won't like me saying that. I'll keep that clean. This is like our naughty movies for car nerds. This is what we come to for our enjoyment. We loved it. It was just so cool. We had, in the late 90s, especially going into the early 2000s, gaming changed so much. It's just, we don't get that evolution of games now because I don't know how far you can push gaming. Computers and consoles are just getting way too expensive and complicated. Games are taking so long to make. Let's actually change the car. Let's go front wheel drive. What cars do I have? Where's my garage? Is it home? Oh, stop pushing the wrong button, you moron. Okay, there we go. So many days, but I haven't really done anything. A lot of these were gifted to me. That's all I've got. 16. I thought I had more than that. But there you go. Got a Shelby Cobra. Definitely not driving that in this game without some tuning because that's a bastard to drive. Let's go a slow car. Let's go a micro. Oh, what a horrible thing these are in real world. Yep, let's do it. Can we do any upgrades to it? I gotta remember where to do that too. Oh, this is the old days where you actually had the I just saw that where you had the memory cards to save it because you couldn't save it directly on the console. Oh, how times have changed. Where is not the tuner village? Where is it? I want to upgrade the car. That is for testing for memory. Endurance races, no. Maybe it was the tuner village. GT Auto. I know what I'm doing. Well, don't want to wash the car. Do we need an auto check? Do the oil? Shouldn't do. Can't even tell. Let's just do it for old time's sake. Oh, he actually goes, that's right, goes onto the car. It just feels weird playing Gran Turismo 4 not hearing the noise. I mean, you're going to be getting some background music that I made, but not hearing the authentic sound effects and music kind of takes out the immersion because that was a big part of these games back then. Not so much the cars, was the music. We're not quite getting that yet, so I'm not going to be doing anything else there. I'm not going to put aero. I'm not going to waste money on doing this car up. Is it this? Where do we do? I've completely forgotten how to do upgrade the cars. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game. Do you do it in the actual dealership? Let's have a look. Oh, we do. There we go. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Well, let's make a couple of changes. We'll put on some brakes. That's going to be a massive improvement. I'm so used to modern games where you just go to the tuning shop, but you've actually got to go to individual dealership. So much things have changed. So many things I've forgotten. I just want to change some tires because what we've got standard. Let's put on some sport tires. We can afford it. We have money. I never had this much money back in the day playing this game. Don't have to worry about stuff like that now. It's really cool. All right, so we've got a nice slow car, be a little bit more competitive with the AI. So let's do some racing again. Beginner events. We're in a front wheel drive car now, so let's do the FF challenge. Skip on ahead. We can go back and do that later on. Midfield Raceway, Hong Kong. I gotta remember that. And Suzuka. My dream for Gran Turismo 8, there's no doubt they're working on it. Keep it VR. I love that game in VR. But absolutely flood the game with all these old tracks. Rebuild them. Don't go crazy. Just exactly the way they are. That'd be heaven. There's a little bit of a jingle there. I remember that. Naturally, we're all the way at the back with a disgrace for a car. I hate these cars. There might be a fun little city car, but they're just miserable as hell. I remember this track. God, I haven't driven this in over 20 years. This is pretty cool. God, I spent so many hours going around this thing. It's a little bit more competitive now. I'm in a slow car. It's got very slow steering, no acceleration. Come on, little Micra. Better enough you make me drive it. I can't be losing a race in it. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the visuals. This looks really good. The lighting's nice. Colors do pop off the screen quite well. We're definitely going to lose this one. That's right, through the tunnel, and then we loop around. We've got a bit of a downhill section coming up next, don't we? From memory, how do I remember this shit? The people at work I work with for 15 years, I've got no idea what their name is. There was a bit of a gap under the fence. You could see under the map, but we'll ignore that. It's not perfect. But this is just amazing back in the day when this came out. This is why usually people of my generation don't complain about graphics in modern games, because look at what we grew up with. Man, I grew up in the 80s playing on an Atari and the old NES Nintendo. Graphics weren't their strong point, but the gameplay was so much fun. We are so going to lose this. Probably should have put some more upgrades on. I'm going to absolutely crush. Thank God it's only 2 laps. Imagine doing the enduro in this. This was such a pretty cool track. Nearly 11 seconds behind. Well, this is going to be an embarrassing loss. Drop it down to 3rd. Probably could carry a bit more speed, but I don't trust this car and I don't trust my abilities. I'm so used to, I keep hitting the brakes like that because I'm using the analog stick. I'm so used to like playing games like Forza where you use that to look around you, see what's behind you. I know nothing's behind me. I'm at the back of the pack, but it's just instinct to hit it, so I keep hitting brakes. So I might have to work out the mapping and get rid of that because that's going to be a pain in the butt. That was almost flat out. That's the end result. So the inside fence on the left here, you can kind of see where it hits the grass. See? You can kind of see under the map. I'm assuming that's because of the mod. I don't remember seeing that back in the day because we would have made fun of it. Alright, this is a really slow, dreadful car. We could probably drive it again, but I'll put on a little bit more power and try and make it competitive because we're getting smashed. I don't mind losing, that is fine, but not by that much. That is not competitive against anything. Alright, we'll get this across the finish line. What a shit car the Micra is. Oh my god. Front tyres are a little bit green, they're nice and warm. The backs are doing nothing, so they're cold. Thank God that is over. 23 seconds behind. That's a long way back. What a shit ape. Put some parts on it. We'll see if we can make it competitive for the next race. Oh, the textures have not aged well. 300 credits. That is why you can't afford to lose. I'm lucky with this mod. You get plenty of money. You can actually go in and give yourself more money if you want. There's a feature to do that. But back in the day, because you didn't get much money, 300 credits for losing, that you're doing a lot of races to make up. So you had to win. I know what to do now. We're going to Japan, Nissan. We're going to put some more parts on it. What else we got in the Nismo shop? We need more. What's the full model? Is that the... I know Gran Turismo 1 and 2, you could... Okay, these are like pre-tuned cars. Okay, because in one of the old Gran Turismos, you could change cars to actually make them a full-on race car, which is pretty cool back then. I don't think we need full, but we'll go semi-racing just for now, just to give it a little bit. I mean, I can afford to go for the big ones, but this will do. Drivetrain, gearbox. Let's go super close. Yep. Just to get more, hopefully, in theory, get more acceleration. And I never did tuning back then. I just installed stuff. But I'm so used to tuning on like Forza Horizon. I keep thinking about that game when I'm doing stuff like this. We'll go with a full unlimited slip diff. What else can we put on? Let's put on some more power. Stage 1 tuning up to 112. What else can we put on? Racing chip. Nitro. You can't put... No, blow the hell out of that car. All that money for 4 horsepower. Oh my God. 11.5 grand. That's a decent improvement. We'll go with that. That should be a little bit more competitive. What else can we do to the body? Tires we changed. I don't know we can change the width of them. Not that game for that. That didn't come out until years later. And other, we don't need to take the weight out. No, it's pretty good. Well, we've made some tweaks to it. I feel like I'm missing something. No, whatever. Let's just go. We'll do one more race with this car, then we'll get rid of it. This is not something... Typically, no one's keeping a micro in their garage willingly. Did I just do the wrong... No, Hong Kong. I don't even remember this track. This is going to be a disaster for that. Hong Kong. No. I mean, clearly it was in the game, but I just don't recall... Was there a Hong Kong in the Australian version? I don't know. This is going back too many years. Too much has happened in my life in the last 20-something years. Doesn't ring a bell. Maybe it wasn't in the Australian version. I don't know. This is the American version of the game. So even the intro song is completely different. It was Van Halen. We didn't have, which I love Van Halen. Awesome band. Rest in peace, Eddie. But yeah, we didn't have Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth singing away in the intro. This track does not feel familiar. A lot of understeer. The lighting's pretty good. Well, the lights, it looks awesome. This is not ringing any bells in my memory. There's a decent effect on the cars going over the curbs. It's a fun little street track so far, though. At least I'm more competitive. I'm keeping up. No, I definitely would have remembered this track back in the day. I'll have to check online and see, because there was a lot more regions back then. Certain features obviously were restricted to region, but I've got a good memory for tracks and stuff like that we drove on all those years ago. But even if I don't remember all the corners and the full layout, I at least remember it being in the game. But this does not feel familiar at all. Is that a Renault? The van. Those pixelated buses look a bit old. This is a cool little track. I mean, the water and the buildings over in the distance don't look great compared to what we're used to now, but they serve the purpose. If they brought this track back and we can do it in VR, this would be a lot of fun. The sense of speed, because it's quite narrow in places, would be pretty cool. It's nice and flat, so you're not going to feel like you're going to throw up. Sometimes I've done a lot of hours in VR, Gran Turismo 7. It's fantastic, but every now and then you go down a hill or a dip, you get a bit unsettled in your belly because your brain thinks it's going downhill, but your body's not moving. So it's a fun experience. Well, we've managed to make the car a little bit better. We're in second place, a little bit behind the little Golf at the front. Running a little bit wide. You can make adjustments to the tune a little bit, but I got no idea how to do that in this game. Little bit of torque steer on the bit too keen to get onto the power. I really don't like these short races though. 2 laps is just not enough. Probably could have gone a different gearbox to get more top straight line speed, but I was just purely thinking acceleration to make the car a little bit quicker. We've had a pretty good last few corners. We've made up some time. Oh, you hit the brakes in the wrong spot, so that water looks horrible. It's so grey and lifeless. It doesn't matter that it's not moving, it just looks, not good. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about the fact that we've lost time. Oh, you hit the wall. Well done, thank you. I'm going to get my first victory without being 20 seconds ahead. That was a decent little race. That's a cool track. I like it. I don't remember it, but it's, I definitely would remember that. That's quite fun. I love a good tight little city track. I think we'll do one more race with this car. No, okay, I'll do that later on. What we'll do, we'll get in another car and do another event. Why would you willingly drive a Nissan Micra again? $3,000. Thank God I was able to put money in my account because that $3,000 does not go far. As we saw the prices of some of the upgrades for 4 horsepower, there's a lot of racing just to increase your performance of your car. This is what I've never really liked about these games. They deliberately make it so it's a lot harder. I like a challenge. Challenge is fine. But sometimes, my God, what can we drive? We can drive an old muscle car. We're definitely going to have to do some upgrades from that. So yeah, let's take the old Super B for a drive. What a classic. Muscle cars are absolutely ridiculous. I love them, but they're so not practical. They drive like shit. Straight line, they're pretty good, but that's pretty much all they're designed for. So where is the American? No, this is USA. Dodge. What other Dodge cars are they? Got some classics. Oh, the old Viper, I remember that. Got a Charger, we've got this one and an old Viper. Yeah, I love the Vipers. Such a cool car. And let's have a look in here. Got a Dodge Neon, an old Ram pickup. God, they're massive. No, I remember these. Was never a fan of the styling of this Viper. I know they had to change things up, but this one looked okay at the front, but that back end, so chunky. And we got the old Orica race car, the Le Mans car. That looks pretty cool. That's aged well. All right, let's go into the tune shop. This is going to need some tires because they're going to be the standard tires are to me crap. Let's go soft because they got a bit more. Stop hitting the wrong button. Need some more grip. Brakes, suspension, all the stuff they didn't bother with. Don't really need this, but we'll do it just to put on a little bit more power. But definitely weight. Drop out some weight. They're usually quite heavy. Let's go full on race brakes. definitely. I've had a few muscle cars in my lifetime, and as fun as they are, they're not great off the line. You need a lot of work to make them drivable. This has been so cool coming back and playing this again after all these years. So many good memories. We'll go with that one just to get a bit more acceleration. Clutch, don't worry about. We'll do that. Is that the flywheel or the drive shaft? Wrong word come out of my brain then. No. Did I not install that? I think I had the wrong button. Sorry. Absolute idiot. Did I do suspension? Yes, I did. No. Other, we want to take some weight out. Oh, you got to do it in stages. Oh, the old days. Okay. That's taking out over 200 kilos right there. And let's do one more. Yep. All this for a car that's not going to sound like a muscle car. So let's go find a race we can do in this. What American events are there? God, it's been so long, I don't even remember this. Because I believe this mod did add a bunch of events. Oh, New York, I remember that. Seattle. Yep. I love Seattle track. We're going to Seattle. I haven't played this in years. It was quite bumpy from memory. See, I remember that stuff, but I don't remember Hong Kong. This is a great track back in the day. These muscle cars, definitely not going to sound like muscle cars, but this is such an awesome track. This is also one of my favorites back in the day. Many laps around here. I used to do these, I don't know if it was this game or one of the other Gran Turismos, but there used to be an endurance race on one of these. I did that so many times on this track. Sorry, Mustang. My brakes are not great. A lot of wheel spin. A lot of torque. Oh, it's so good to come back to this game. This is the early in the bumpy section. It feels like you're driving in San Francisco. Is that a CUDA? Sorry, just wiping out all these classic cars because I can't drive for shit. Because down the bottom of the hill was that massive stadium you drove past, wasn't there? This is just bringing back so many good memories. Even just seeing all the old billboards on the side of the road. Sound effects are horrible though. That is one feature I wish they just completely overhauled, but Polyphony's never been great with their sound effects. There it is, the old stadium. Oh yeah. Alright, we don't have great top speed because we did the short gear ratioed gearbox. Oh, the old Chevelle's struggling for grip around the corner. That's why you take weight off, fat boy. This is awesome. Such a cool track. And there's a little chicane up ahead, isn't there? When you when you come out from under the underpass. There it is. I remember that stuff. Another track I wish they'd bring back. Like I said before, I love a good, fun, closed-off city track like these. They're a lot of fun. They're challenging. I mean, this section's quite wide, but I love it when they're quite narrow. A little bit claustrophobic, but it really makes you get all your braking lines and your driving lines correct. Otherwise, you're hitting the wall and it's going to be an absolute disaster. In real life, it's going to do those bumps and hills are going to destroy so many old cars. Not even a lot of modern cars would get wiped out of that. The trophy trucks would love them. They just clear it and jump it and land it perfectly. all the camera flashes in the crowd. Oh, this is so cool. There's so many old games I want to go back and check out. Obviously, I'm playing this on the PC, like I said, on an emulator. I believe the rules are you can't tell people how to get it to work, but there are videos out there. This is, well, not technically, it's not really the right thing to do, but my old PS2, which I still have, I've got all my consoles except my old PS1. I believe I sold that many years ago to buy a PS2. That's the only one I don't have. I've still got every console I've ever had, I still own. I've even got my original Atari 2600 and my old NES. And they still work. For all these years, they still work. Don't have a TV screen to play them on, but they still work. This is pretty cool. We're going to do one more race. That's a pretty comfortable victory in the end. Ah, the old jingle. Gotta love it. The vibes in this game, even the soundtracks were really good. Gran Turismo 2 especially had an awesome soundtrack. Really cool rock stuff in there, and especially all the British rock with Feeder, the band Feeder. They had a bunch of songs in there. That's some really good stuff. Well, they're Welsh, so... Joe Satriani's Summer Song. That is one of my favourite guitarists. That was definitely not in the soundtrack in the Australian version. Thank God it's muted though, because that'd definitely be copyrighted. Gotta love that song. Satriani's first 4 or 5 albums were just amazing. His recent stuff though, kind of ignore. He's an incredibly technical, gifted guitarist, but he kind of lost his way a little bit, I'll say. Should we buy a car and race it? We've got a few more in the garage, but should we just go buy one? Belgium. What does Belgium make? Gillette's. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Quite ugly. It's not a good-looking car. Very weird proportions. It's very much bonnet thrusting out from the front. I won't get that one though. Well, years ago, you really had to consider $1 million car. You really had to plan out your purchases, but because I can put a lot of credit in Spiker. My God, I haven't thought about them in years. Another ugly car. Jeez, that's opened up a memory bank. They were not a good looking car, but it's very unique. So I'll give them that. That's a very shiny interior. Sweden with Volvos and just Volvo. I remember there was a lot of cars in this game back in the day, but it'd be a lot less than what we got now. My God. Obviously, we're not going to have anything too modern because it's 20-something years old, this game. What do we got? Let's get something Italian. We haven't driven an Italian car yet. We got Alfa Romeo, Fiat. I don't even recognize that logo. A Bath. Okay. I should know it. Okay. God, that's going back again. The old A112. Classic. Got Pagani. We got the Zondas. The old Zondas. We don't get them in games anymore. Boom, we're driving a Zonda. Just early 2000s supercars was so cool. Although we got many versions of the Zonda, and we got the Zonda race car as well. But I love the look of these things. They made about 1 billion versions of it before they replaced it. But they're just such a cool looking car. The sound they made as well was great. Someone who loves playing Forza Horizon, this is a car I wish they'd bring in. The old Zonda, that back end is awesome. Such a cool car. As cool as the Lamborghinis were in that time, this is what they should have been making. Just outrageous looking cars like these. So we'll go take it for a drive. Even that interior, man, they're just awesome cars. The new Paganis are really cool as well, but these old Zondas, nothing beats them. So what's extreme events? can't remember at all. So it's just higher end races. I remember the career mode back in the day in this game was absolutely massive. There's so many events. This is one of the reasons why, from my memory as well, I kind of hold this game high up, because the career mode was that good. My car's going to be a little bit too fast for this, but we'll just do a race in the Clubman. Apricot Hill, remember that one? Twin Ring, we don't get that in anything anymore. Soul, I don't remember that one at all. Deep Forest, yes. What is Soul? So there's all these tracks that I have no memory of. Like I said before, I'm definitely going to have to check out and see if some of these were kept out of the Australian version.